Oh crap. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Caleb AM. I'm Caleb Ladd.
I'm also Caleb Ladd.
No!
I'm Caleb Griffin.
And this is the show where we talk about Jesus, we drink caffeine, we ask questions, we talk about life, and then we go to class. And y'all might be wondering why I'm covering my face.
It's because he's so hideous that he felt. I'm just joking.
Oh my gosh. No, this is a pretty big deal.
Yeah,
Check this out.
I know what it's about.
I shaved.
He got dentures.
No, I shaved.
He shaved.
Alright. Oh, I've had my... Okay, good. It wasn't really in frame. Yeah, I look like a little baby boy because I shaved. But, yeah, that's it. I shaved.
I have more facial hair than
It's
you
been a
do
good
right
week.
now. That's weird.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we got here to do.
We got here to go.
To tell everybody I shaved, and then we were good to go.
Okay.
It's been a good...
Bubbleverse?
Oh, yeah, I guess we can still do the show.
I mean, if we're going to just go, then I guess we have to at least do this part.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
And then we'll do the other parts too, but then we'll go after that.
Today's Bible verse is 1 John 4:16 through 17. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God and God in them. This is how love is made complete among us so that we will have confidence on the day of judgment. In the world we are like Jesus. In this world we are like Jesus.
Amen. That reminds me of one of my favorite songs ever. Is "God Is Love" by Chris Renzema.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Good song.
Played it for everybody in Guatemala, and I was really happy I got the chance to do it because not a lot of people know that song, but it's a really, really good song. And it's one of my favorite songs ever.
Awesome, man.
But I mean, if you couldn't tell by the title,
verse,
it's about how God is
love. Yeah. It goes on to say, like, there is no fear in love, like in verse 18, which I guess I could have kept reading.
Go ahead.
But, yeah, I read this yesterday during my quiet time, which wasn't very long yesterday, but that was my fault because I didn't read in the morning time. But there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. And then we love because he first loves us.
Oh, I probably knows that one.
Yeah.
Good verse.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. God's got you.
No need to fear.
If you love, then fear's not going to destroy you because you got love, and love beats fear.
And if you don't love, then how can you call yourself a follower of God?
Exactly.
Because God is love, and we're called to be like God.
Like we're supposed to be like Jesus on this world, trying to live that sinless life that we can never live, but we can still try.
Yeah.
And you can't have a sinless life if you don't love. So if you don't love, you're not in God.
Yeah.
Whoa. I looped that around and it worked. Okay. I need some caffeine because I'm about to die.
I did too. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
What were you doing?
Oh, my alarm went off. Well, I guess I'll talk about that when we get to the...
Okay.
We'll talk about it week. I mean, it wasn't like eventful or anything.
I know what you were doing. I was just being silly, goofy. Alright. My energy drink is one I've had on here before, but just the one time. It's a tropical storm rain.
Mine's the one, I've never had this one before. It's a peach mango bang.
Oh, this is your first time trying peach mango?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's good.
I think it will be. Disgusting.
Wow. That's my favorite energy drink now. Guys, I pranked y'all
His name is literally Peach Mango.
They do call me Peach Mango in the streets.
The streets. I thought you were gonna say the streams, and then you said the streets.
Oh yeah, in the streets of New York.
Where we're from.
Yeah, I love.
Our window still hasn't gotten fixed.
So angry about that. Ah, rah.
That's better than I remember it being.
I don't remember how this one tasted at all, so I'm gonna get a taste.
It's like fruit punch. Oh, did I spoil the taste?
I don't even want to drink it anymore. Ooh, maybe it's not that I'm not awake yet, but the carbonation on that one really hit my mouth.
Yeah, it was very carbonated at
Oh.
first. I almost went with a white gummy bear, which if I would have known you were doing peach mango, I would have done white gummy bear. But
Sorry.
they don't call me white gummy bear in the streets. That's just my favorite energy drink.
You know, when I was coming up with ideas for stuff, I was really, I don't know, I'm a creative person, but not when it comes to naming, like, channels. You feel me?
Are you saying that Next Topic Media is a bad channel name?
I didn't come up with that name, is what I'm saying.
I can't.
I'm bad at naming stuff.
Oh, okay. I got offended. I think it was a premeditated offension.
I think it was. It takes me a long time to come up with stuff, but when I finally do, sometimes it's good. Like, I like Peach Crisp.
Yeah, Peach Crisp was a good show name.
But you came up with Caleb AM.
Yeah, it took me like a year to come up with that name. I was
Considering
thinking like,
we had it.
I was thinking like we need a morning show, and both of our names are Caleb.
Well, considering that we've had like other YouTube channels, Caleb Central, we
Don't
could not
worry.
come up with Caleb AM.
All of those videos are deleted. Don't
The
go
Caleborian.
Baby Yo Caleb.
Baby Caleb. Caleb Yoda. Spider Caleb. These are good. We need to write these down. They'll be good for
Hey,
the
hey, hey.
future.
Grogu Caleb.
Grow Caleb. Jerry Guard Caleb.
Ed Sheer Caleb.
Post McCaleb.
Storm Caleb. Nick
Alright.
Caleb.
I think we're messing up. We're
Yeah.
telling everybody our ideas.
No, yeah.
I guess we'll move on to the poll. It was on my Instagram this week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Caleb_lad03.
It's the championship, man.
It'll be on his next week. Caleb_Griffin11.
Instagrams are in the link below if you'd like to follow us.
Was I wrong?
You were right, I think.
Posted by Oh, I was right. Sometimes I'm wrong. I don't remember Instagram. Sometimes I don't want to. Wait. Don't want to get copyrighted.
I'm very tired right now, if you can't tell. Normally, like, the beauty of this show is that I'm tired at first, and then I get a little bit of caffeine, and then I'm just, ready to go.
What?
I've been feeling under the weather, so therefore I'm not as ready to go.
Sorry. Services teased a new song on Instagram. It was like the first thing out there. I had to...
Sure. But this is the championship. This is...
Take another shot of your tropical storm rain.
This is week 3 of this tournament. Just to recap, we had summer versus spring 2 weeks ago. Summer won by a landslide. Then we had fall winter. Fall won by a large margin, but not as large of a margin. And we were very upset about that because we love winter.
I also love fall though, so I wasn't...
Yeah, I wasn't too upset. So the championship round, we have fall versus summer, and we will officially decide for the entire world. This is not subjective. This is objective based on facts. We will
Trust
decide.
me, I'm in a psychological stats class. This makes sense.
This makes sense. We will decide once and for all what is the best season of the year. And it's not up for discussion because we already asked the people.
Yeah.
Like, our sample size is definitely going to be able to go to the population.
The sample size is definitely not like in the 40s. But what do you think?
Okay. I do think summer won. I really hope I'm wrong. I'm rooting for fall. I love you, fall. But, yeah, I just think summer's too big of a powerhouse to be taken down right now. Maybe next year when we come back after...
Maybe once global warming has just killed the planet and it's 80 degrees in fall and 130 degrees in summer.
Yeah, maybe then. But, yeah, right now summer's just too big of a powerhouse with the whole we're out of school thing and you can go to the beach.
I mean, most of my viewers are in college, but there are some that are in high school that are like, oh, I get out of school.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna go summer here, and I'm gonna say it's closer than it has been, but I want to say 70-30, but I've never seen there haven't been a lot of zeros. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So I'm gonna change it a bit, and I'm gonna go. I don't know if I want to go into the 70s or down into the 60s. I was sticking with my gut. I'm going 71-29 for summer.
All right. You were right. It was summer, but it actually wasn't like a landslide. It was 57-43. It actually got into the 70s at one point. But it was sitting at 61-39 for most of it.
I didn't want summer to be the best.
I didn't either,
man. I don't know why we didn't see it coming. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, the winner of your season's tournament
is this season.
And this summer. Boo.
Boo.
I know, it sucks.
But
we didn't vote for this. It just happened.
This isn't our fault. Could I have made 100 fake Instagram accounts? Yes.
Sure.
But did I?
No.
Yes, and it wasn't.
What?
No, I didn't do that. But yeah, no.
Cannot believe
this one didn't have the most engagement. I normally get like at least 20 more votes in my polls. I guess that after the last season's one, the people that don't watch the show were just confused and they were just bitter, so they just skipped past it. We already voted for summer once. I won't do it again. Although, you know, if you look at the previous polls, I haven't done like math or anything, obviously, but like summer won by a landslide.
Yeah. And
then fall won by just like a smaller margin. Mandarin? That can't be right. It's margarine. I'm thinking about the butter, and so it doesn't sound right when I say it. Smaller Mandarin. And now, summer won by the smallest numbers.
Wow.
So it kind of makes sense because since they both had like a heavy skew.
Yeah.
But summer, since it won overall, if you like flip their skews over, it barely won.
I guess I didn't think of it that way.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool. But summer still won.
That's not cool.
So we have the
Sorry.
You know how earlier I said this was like not subjective beyond fact? This was the best.
I wanted to say something in that moment.
This
but
is pretty.
This
was pretty objective because this is not the best. The best season.
I actually noticed that one of the people that voted summer, they accidentally Venmo'd me too when they Venmo'd 30 people to vote for summer because they really wanted summer.
So it was fixed.
So it was a fix. It was just, It was messed up.
So you know how
I didn't say anything though. I just accepted the money.
You know how that person said Caleb A.M. Tom?
Uh-huh.
You think like they do the same thing we do in theaters where we say the name of the movie?
It's Caleb A.M. in time.
It's Caleb A.M. in time.
The past 3 movies we've seen in theaters, what are the odds of them just say the name of the movie time? Like Colton had to say it's Wicking time. You had to say it's Dungeon and Dragon time. And then you also had to say it's Marioing time.
And loudly, it's not just...
Oh yeah, no, it's just... Like...
Yeah, and
Colton was the loudest though. And he got some serious response on its Wicking time.
It was very in between. Like there were some people who were feeling it, and then some people who were just not.
Oh yeah. Somebody went, "Oh come on!" After he said it's Wicking.
Someone said, "Really?" And then the dude in front of
The
him
dude-
was like,
He
yeah.
fist bumped him.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
funny. But nobody responded to "It's Dungeon and Dragon time." I don't think you said it that loud, but I didn't ask you to say it loud. I said, "What did you say it?" So
I thought I said it pretty loud. I got to look.
you said it.
Yeah.
Like you said it about how we're talking now. Like people could have heard you, but
Yeah.
if they weren't listening, they just didn't notice it.
And then me and
The
Cole-
Mario movie one, y'all said it loud.
But
But it was
it was a bunch of kids.
Yeah, it was
in
a
the
theater of kids.
so
Nobody even noticed.
The kids that the kids didn't simmer down until after that one kid yelled, "It's the Penguin Castle!" Not to spoil the opening shot of the movie, but it's the Penguin Castle.
They were so loud. I was like, if this is the whole movie, I might just leave.
Mom, it's a fire flower.
I was so happy for the kids that were there because they liked Mario though.
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt. I just had enough self control to not be loud, so it was no big deal. It was just like I kind of want to not have to listen to kids scream the entire movie. It was really funny when the dude was like, "It's the Penguin Castle."
Oh, like I really wish it wasn't, so I could be like, "You idiot!
Like I don't
No,
think any of those
That's
kids
Peach's castle." but
played
it
a
would've been
Mario
fine.
game with penguins in it. So I don't know why the
The
Mario.
Wii one had it, didn't it?
What?
The Wii one had it, didn't it?
Maybe. But even that's like the Wii's too old for these kids.
I guess.
They grew up with the Switch. The
Yeah,
Switch
I
came in
guess.
like 2016.
Maybe that kid is just like a special kid.
I know that Mario
I didn't mean
Galaxy
it
had
that way.
penguins.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, that was the Mario movie.
I guess they were hyped from the trailer.
I don't know.
We won't talk about the Mario movie much. I mean, I guess you can like Peach Crisp it here if you want, but
Yeah.
Peach Crisp
my
review
mom's over
of the
there.
Mario movie is out.
I forgot what score I gave it. I think it was an 80 something.
You gave it an 84.
84.
Because I gave it an 86.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we were happy because we were like 2 off.
Yeah. But
We gave it the same number score on most of the things. You just went 1 lower on plot and 1 lower on animation, I think.
probably.
But
We
that video is out. It's also doing pretty well.
go watch it. It's like the
300
first
something
video that'll pop up on our thing.
Yeah.
So go watch it. Critics have a right to their opinions. We know that. But we have a right.
I have a right to make fun of critics.
But we have a right to make fun of critics when they're stupid.
If you put
So,
your ideas on the internet, you have the right to be made fun of. So you gotta get through that. And
Yeah.
critics are literally like half of them are anonymous anyway. So who cares?
um,
But if you're gonna give the Mario movie a 55 or 53 or whatever,
because you're looking for a deeper meaning in a kids movie, then that's on you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You can have a deeper meaning in a kids movie. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is one of the best movies of all time because it's a kids movie with a deeper meaning. Well, it can be enjoyed by all ages. That's why it's one of the reasons it's one of the best movies. But that doesn't mean every kids movie has to be like for adults too. This movie being a Mario movie was reason enough for it to be for adults because every adult probably grew up with
yeah.
Mario. Like,
That's why I guess I'll get into that when I talk about my Monday, but I'll bring that point back up. But anyways, shall we talk about our weeks?
yeah, how was your week? We didn't number score our weeks last week.
Oh, we didn't. I don't know. This one was a weird one. Like a 7 out of 10, or do we do out of 100? I forgot.
We usually do out of 100.
75 out of 10. But yeah, I mean, it was good. Just like wasn't crazy. Good moments, bad moments. Starting with Wednesday after Caleb AM, the Mandalorian episode. I wasn't the biggest fan of, honestly.
I thought it was fun.
It was alright.
It wasn't the best episode, but it was fun.
I wasn't. This season has not been great. So
It hasn't, which is sad, but
It's
it'll
just-
give me more room to put some other show in the top 10.
I mean, if they've already said they're canceling the season, how do they got 2 episodes to wrap up? Like, what plot is there even right now? Like, besides the fact they're going to try to retake Mandalore, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm
The
not
first
a fan
2
of it right
seasons
now.
had such a good, like, use of time and plot, and like this episode, this season, it feels like they forgot that they had 8 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, took so long for Din Djarin to give her the dark saber. I was like, she won the dark saber in combat. Is it not hers now? Like as soon as that happened, but okay. Anyways, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Sorry.
Friday or Thursday. I think I don't know. Thursday. What happened? I went home Thursday night. No, I didn't. What did we do Thursday? Thursday's a big blob in my head right now.
Thursday is.
I don't remember a thing.
We didn't have class, right?
No, we didn't have class Friday. We have class.
No, we didn't have class in theories.
Right.
Because we took an exam on Tuesday, right? Or was that like 3 weeks ago?
That's a few weeks ago.
So we had class last Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did because we started chapter. Yeah,
dude, Thursday's a blob.
I don't remember Thursday.
I did not remember Thursday. But anyways, I'll switch to Friday. We went and saw the Mario movie together.
Now you got me thinking about Thursday, though. Something was going on, or we would have seen the Mario movie Thursday night.
Were you working and that's why we didn't see it Thursday night? Or was JJ working and that's why we didn't see it Thursday?
JJ doesn't work on Thursdays. I don't technically work on Thursdays.
Because I'm trying to get y'all to go see it Thursday night because I didn't want to wait, but for whatever reason we couldn't.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Are you sure you weren't working?
I mean, I'm trying to think back. No, I definitely wasn't, because after my Monday night shift, I told my boss about... Oh, I'm stupid. How am I saying? Living pictures.
That's right.
I told my boss I had living pictures practice and then living pictures every night that week, and he was like, all right, you don't have to come in if there's any events. I was like, thanks, man. That means a lot. My mom said living pictures. Thanks, Mom. We were using deductive reasoning, but we got there.
So anyways, living pictures. We went Friday morning, Friday night, or after the movie, I went home, went to Living Pictures, and it was very good, by the way. You did a very good job.
Thank you.
I actually whispered to Lauren after your line, like, he's such a good actor.
Actually, I've had him in 2 of my short films.
Oh, that's what I did Thursday. I wrote a short film.
For class?
Yeah, if we
Thank
want to use it.
goodness.
It's funny because, like, there's not a big narrative and there's a lot of things in there that have no meaning, but we're going to say they have meaning. But the whole thing, like, point of it is that, like, sometimes there's things there, like, things in life that just don't matter. Same as in movies. Sometimes there's things that just don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I want to make a big statement with this film.
Okay.
If we use it, I'll let you read the script later. But
I don't care at this point.
It's
We're
not
running
that
out of
long.
time.
Yeah. So that's what I did Thursday.
No, we should just film ourselves, like...
Doing Caleb A.M.
No, film ourselves and forget that we're filming ourselves taking the exam. I hate this class!
Oh, we gotta do that this week.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that I just reminded you. But don't let that impact last week.
I'm not. Friday, was good. We went to Baskin Robbins. I tried chicken and waffle ice cream and I liked it.
I want to go back to Baskin Robbins. The mint ice cream's so good, but that icing on the cake stuff I got was It wasn't better than the mint stuff, but I needed it.
I really wanted sherbet, but I didn't get any, but it's okay.
What was the one y'all made fun of me because I pronounced wrong?
Daiquiri ice.
Daiquiri. I thought it was pronounced daiquiri, but then I looked at it. I was like, it's definitely daiquiri.
I like the daiquiri ice when I
It was
had
okay.
it. It tingles your mouth.
It kind of did that.
What else? So yeah, that was Friday. Went to Baskin Robbins, went home. Saturday was my family's Easter, which was very fun, which is weird for our family events. They're normally somebody does something and then it gets really awkward for the rest of the time, but it didn't happen like that for like the first time in a long time, and we all had a lot of fun. So yay. And then Sunday was Easter. He is risen.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Went to church. Trying to remember. I'm not gonna say this person's name, but one of my youth students decided to give their life to Christ.
Well, that is
So
awesome.
that was cool. Very happy about that. They hadn't heard the Easter story before, which is weird because they've been going to that church for 2 years, and I know that the Easter story has been told twice during that time. So, I don't know, but
I had
said
earplugs in.
They said they hadn't heard the story, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I told it, and then
This is
I thought
awesome.
that was
Let me,
really
let me
cool.
tell it to you now.
But anyways, yeah, so that was like the highlight of my day, and then I went to Lauren's sister-in-law's family's Easter, and they are Mennonites, so boy howdy do they know how to cook. And it was like some very awesome food. I played basketball with some members of their family, and it was a lot of fun. Hadn't played like a competitive basketball in a while, but I did that time, and I had fun.
It's because you never asked me.
Well, you never want to play competitive basketball.
That's not true.
You just want to play like horse or shoot around.
Literally, when I went out on the court the other day, it was to 1v1 you, and you said, let's play horse.
Y'all have always talked about how y'all hate basketball when it's
Colton
like
says that he
2v2
hates
or when it's a
basketball.
competition.
When we were saying we needed stuff to do, Colton said he would never play basketball. I said, let's play basketball.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, Monday, I went to see the Mario movie again, but this time it was with my family. My mom has been wanting to see it. My mom is like one of the biggest Mario fans ever because she played the game growing up.
The game.
She played 1, 2, and 3.
I think the oldest one I played growing up was, is it called Super Mario World?
I don't know.
It's the one that has the
I don't know all the Mario
Bobby
universe.
music. It also
It probably is Super Mario World.
it has like the top down view of like the map that you pick, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to find it. It was really fun though. I played it at my like church friends, or a family church, a family from our church had it, and sometimes we would go to their house for like lunch after church, and I would play it there.
Yeah. But, dude, my mom was, like, insanely good at Mario that it was impressive. She had Nintendo, and then
My laptop stickers.
she got a Super Nintendo. And I grew up playing Mario on the Super Nintendo. My favorite was Super Mario 3.
Oh yeah, it was Super Mario World.
Super Mario World was also... We had, like, this one Mario thing where you put it in and it had, like, a bunch of the games on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that one was on it. I do remember that one.
Yeah, this one had the coolest like map, I think.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. My mom was just like could win it with the whole game without losing a life like almost every time. It was ridiculous. At least in the first and the third ones.
Galaxy 2 and I don't know, the Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii.
It's amazing.
I have so much nostalgia for that game. I don't know if it's like it's liked by the world, but
right.
that game makes me happy.
But
this one would be up there if
was,
I was ranking Mario games.
It was funny though.
We should have done that.
My mom was like seeing references that I didn't even catch in the thing. Like I didn't know that like when Peach floated down after finishing the course. I didn't know like I didn't know that was like in the game.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could ever play as Peach. And then she was like, I really like that because that's from Super Mario 2, which is like the first time you got to play as Peach or someone other than Mario or Luigi.
Yeah, that made me happy.
And you got to float down when you did that. And she was like, and no one else liked Mario 2, but I like Mario 2. I didn't know that Mario 2 is where Yoshi came in.
Yeah.
But... It was just so funny because when things would happen... Super Mario 2 is where Yoshi came in. Because that's where you had to ride Yoshi. Because you got the eggs.
The first game he came in was...
It was Super Mario Bros. 2.
Oh, I just accidentally closed out of something. Hold on. You can keep talking.
But, Yeah, she was just like making a bunch of different references.
Super
Just
Mario World was the first one he appeared in.
Um,
That's what I thought.
did World come out before 2? Because he was in 2.
When did Super Mario 2 come out? No, it came out a couple
That's
years
crazy, 'cause
after.
I swear I remember. Maybe it's Birdo I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I also thought that he came out in 2. Because when he wasn't really in the movie, I was like, oh, well, when they make the sequel, Super Mario Bros. The movie 2, it'll make sense because Yoshi will be in it, and that's how the games work. But apparently he didn't come out until World.
Maybe I'm confusing World and 2 and just mixing the 2 up. I don't know.
He might be.
Anyways, but my mom said she liked 2, and she picked that reference, and there were some other things that she saw that I didn't witness the first time, but
I'm
She
excited to
also-
watch it again for stuff like that.
she also left the theater. She said that
Crying.
she wasn't crying, but she wasn't disappointed. She was like, I wish they would have like catered it a little more to adults, since like adults were the ones who played the Mario more. Which, I mean, I guess I kind of see the point, but
That's kind of
again,
fair, but
It's
Mario's
an Illumination movie.
Mario's
yeah.
way too relevant
Yeah,
for
no.
that to be fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
I guess he hasn't had a game since 2017, like a
But-
story game.
So she liked the Mario like stuff in it, but she didn't like the movie, if that makes sense. But
I mean, it wasn't.
and
trying
Mr.
to-
Thomas hated the movie. Oh my lord, he was not happy. Oh gosh, it was funny how unhappy he was. But
I hate y'all. I hate this movie.
and then I went to eat at Lauren's house, and then I came back here, and yesterday we actually had a good movie and film. I finally met every member of my group for my social site group project. It took the whole class, and presentations start tomorrow. So our group doesn't present until the 25th though, so we still got time. But
That's good.
yeah, I basically finished everything I gotta do, so I'm not upset. But yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Something else happened Tuesday. We played Jackbox last night. That was fun. That's my week. It wasn't crazy. It was just a week.
Work.
So
Nice.
would you like to tell me about your week?
I would.
Okay.
My week number score. Definitely not counting today because
Was a 0.
I think
Sorry.
today is gonna ruin my week.
It's Caleb A.M.
I have 2 exams and I haven't studied enough for either of them.
Can't.
One of them kind of snuck up on me.
Can't.
Where are you going?
Caleb A.M. is supposed to be our week like saving, and you.
Well, this is easily the best part
You just
of my day.
Spat on our Wednesdays.
I have
I'm
2
going to take
exams.
I'm going to take a walk.
Can I keep talking about my week, or do you want to hear about
Keep
it?
talking about your week.
You don't want to hear about it?
Well, since you put it that way, I guess you made me feel guilty about it. I'm gonna come back.
This is one of the highlights of my week. My week was filled with ups and downs. Maybe a few downs. There wasn't really many downs. It was just a lot of ups. It was a good week. I was like kind of stressed because I was putting off like homework that I had to do, and I was like, I'll do it when I'm back in Starkville. And then I got back in Starkville. I was like, I'll do it at work because it was 6 hours of nothing this week. And so I was like, oh, I'll do it at work. And then I got to work and I was like, but I want to watch YouTube. And then I was like, oh, I should just do this. So I did homework for like 3.5, 4 hours before I finally had to start doing actual work, like an hour before I left. So, but anyways, I guess I should get to that on Monday. Thursday, we didn't have that one class. I did not get to go home early and play disc golf with Connor and Charlie. That was the week before. Thursday's a blur, but we did go back for living pictures practice. It was fun. Me and JJ got to start doing like dress rehearsals on Wednesday. So we got 5 nights at Freddy's in a row, covered in the fake blood. It was really awesome. I missed doing that. That was nice. But then, I also didn't do anything eventful on Wednesday. I had living pictures practice on Wednesday too, though. Friday was living pictures. No school. We watched the Mario movie. It was good. And then after that, me, Colton, Daniel, and JJ, we went to Bulldog Burger. Got to eat some Bulldog Burger. It was good. I like Bulldog Burger.
I like Bulldog Burger as well.
Then
What'd you eat?
I got the Bulldog with just like the meat and cheese and bacon. I know that's meat, but the thing you gotta ask for bacon, or they just say just meat and cheese, and they don't include bacon in that sentence for some reason. But I don't know. And then I also got the fondue and some French fries, and it was really good.
I love their fondue.
It's really good.
What's the name of their other fries, like with the seasoning stuff?
Truffle fries.
Oh, their truffle fries are so good.
Yeah. And they were all making fun of me because I said if we ever did a top 10 restaurants, I think Bulldog Burger would be on it, or at least honorable mentions. They're like, whoa, that's crazy. I was like, I don't go to that many restaurants.
I don't think it's even that crazy. I mean, it might be on mine. Like,
it's really good.
it's good.
And like,
I mean, we live in
yeah,
Mississippi, and it's an eat with us restaurant. It's the best eat with us restaurant. So
it's not like I'm going to the most fancy restaurants every weekend to try the most crazy food. Like, I've probably been to less than 10 fancy restaurants in my lifetime.
the only thing about doing a top 10 restaurant
is it can be pretty like
it's
just Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming Zachary's would be on most of y'all's
It'd
list.
be on mine. And Georgia Blue would be on mine. That's just Mississippi. Ben 612 would be on mine. That's just Mississippi.
None of those would be on mine, but
So,
if I went to Georgia Blue, maybe.
Georgia Blue. You would love Georgia Blue. It's so good.
But yeah, I was very happy I finally got Bulldog. I've been wanting it for a while, but I don't know, I just hadn't had much time. And my friend, one of the people I liked working with, was working. I didn't know that he was working, so I got to say hey to him. But then we went back to the apartment, did something for a little bit, and then I think I played Overwatch with Jack for a little bit, and then I went back to Living Pictures, and then we did the thing, and then y'all were there cheering us on. It was good. Living Pictures was awesome. It's so fun, and then, you know, in the moment when every night you have to be there and pour fake blood all over yourself, and then you're sticky walking around like this, so that way it doesn't like mess up or anything. You're in the moment, you're kind of like, oh my goodness, I wish I wasn't sticky and had fake blood all over me and was half naked in front of the entire church. But then afterwards, you're like, dang it, I really wish that I was sticky and had fake blood all over me and was half naked in front of the entire church.
He really does.
It's really fun getting crucified and it being fake. I don't know.
It's really fun.
But yeah, I don't know. It is just, you know. Last year I was sad when it was over, and this year I'm sad that it's over. But Friday night was, I think Sunday night was our best performance, but Friday night was my favorite night because that was the only night that like people I was like super close with were there and wanted to go do something after. So
Yeah.
we got to go get
It was a fun time.
got to go get stuff afterwards. But then, well, actually, technically that's not the second night. We were gonna have a board game night, but then me and JJ and a few other people, we were gonna go get dinner at a restaurant, and then after we left the church, somebody else in the play invited us to come get dinner with them, and I was like, oh heck yeah, I want to get dinner with them. And they had like a big group, and so we all went and got dinner, and then they invited us over to their house afterwards to play Mafia and do other stuff. I was like, oh heck yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, heck yeah.
So we went and did that, and then we played Mafia and just hung out over there with all the Living Pictures friends. It was awesome. A lot of fun. And then they showed me their home gym and asked me to do as many pull-ups as I could do in front of everybody. And I was like, okay, sure. And so I did that. I could only do 14 in the moment, but that's a lot of push-ups or pull-ups. So I was happy with my performance. And then Saturday morning, Was a little sad though because I was gonna play disc golf with Connor, but it was raining, so we didn't get to play, and so I ended up sitting in bed until like 12:30, and then I got out to eat lunch, and then I played a board game with my mom, and then we watched Murder Mystery 2 and Murder Mystery 1.
In that order.
Yeah. I hadn't seen the first one, but Julia had, and Julia started watching the second one, and then I kind of like wasn't paying attention for most of it, but I was there for it. It wasn't good. The first one was okay.
I love the first one's one of my, like, it's not like a top 10 movie or anything, but it's one of my favorite movies to watch just because it's like, it's a lot of fun, and it's like...
I called the villain from the very beginning.
Oh, the first or the second one?
The first one.
Really?
Yeah. As soon as that...
I called...
Spoiler warning, if you care about the plot of Murder Mystery, which guaranteed nobody does, as soon as the girl walked out of the room, I knew it was her.
See, I called the second one, but I didn't call the first one.
I didn't see the characters at the beginning of the second one, so I didn't know anything.
That's the thing about the second one. The second one, it wasn't even... I mean, I guess it kind of technically
somebody
kinda
died.
was, but it
Some
was...
random dude that I
It wasn't
think
like...
he met.
I didn't like how... Like, the first one, it was like someone that everyone was like intertwined with, and like... It was a cool, like, plot line to me. It was a simple murder mystery, which is... I think it's cool. Like...
Yeah.
Like, rich father, all these people are set to inherit his money. Somebody killed him before he was able to transfer his inheritance to his skank wife. But the second one, it was just like this random bodyguard. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
And...
I mean, it was weird because it's like, oh, well, they were trying to kill him, but then you find out that they just took him. They just kidnapped him. It's
well,
like,
they didn't try to kill him. They kidnapped him for money. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I didn't like that.
Like, they didn't even try to kill him. Like, why?
I didn't
Why
like
call it Murder Mystery 2?
Yeah, I didn't like the second one. There was parts that made me laugh, but like the first one, made me laugh, and it was a good story. And
I laughed a few times at both of them. I think I laughed once at the second one. It was when, like, I don't know, something blew up, and then the same thing happened in the first one, and that made me laugh. I don't know. But, or maybe we watched Murder Mystery on Sunday. No, we definitely didn't. Sunday was Easter. Yeah. He is risen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Amen. Hallelujah.
It was a great Easter.
That's good.
You know, went to church. Church was great. I had to be there early it was kind of funny. We had to be there early to do the heaven scene, like the last scene. And then they made us go out to our doors at 9 o'clock, and the service starts at 9:15. So people were just walking into the church while 30 people in white robes were standing at all the doors. It was just like, you know, we didn't do the heaven scene until it was the thing before my dad started preaching. Like, when we were walking off the stage, my dad was walking up to the stage. And so I was like, why are we at our doors 30, 40 minutes before we need to be out here? Just let us watch the service in the little ready room that we have, and then make us walk out. Because I wanted to, you know, watch the service, but instead I just sat there when I could, like, barely hear the music playing. So, you know, it's whatever. I was hanging out with my Living Pictures peeps. Love y'all, Living Pictures peeps. All of them really were Guatemala peeps too. Love y'all, Guatemala peeps.
This is gospel. Sorry.
But yeah. So that was whatever. But then doing the heaven scene was fun. And then I had since, you know, there was like 80 people in that scene, they all walked into the sanctuary in the middle of my dad's sermon, which was like, you know, why not just have it towards the beginning of the service? Then nobody has to miss half of the sermon. I only missed like half of the first point because I was in a rush because I wanted to get to the sermon. But, you know, it's whatever. Then afterwards, Andy and Anna Grace came over. It's my brother and his fiance, for those not up on their Caleb A.M. lore. They came over and we had an Easter lunch.
Did you almost say Thanksgiving?
I did. We had an Easter lunch and a
idiot. Bro, come on! You got Easter confused with Thanksgiving.
It was just
Come on.
the
Take it back.
The holiday I associate most with eating food is Thanksgiving. So whenever I'm thinking about a holiday lunch, my brain is just Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. But so yeah. But we had our Easter lunch, and then we hung out with them for a little bit. They ended up having to leave before, like they couldn't go see Living Pictures, which was sad. But they saw it last year, so they saw my performance, which was the important part. Not really. I didn't do it for glory, but so it was fun getting to hang out with them. I went and took like a 40-minute nap because I was beyond tired. It didn't do me anything but make me more tired. 'Cause that's what happens with naps for me.
Yeah.
But then did Living Pictures. It was sad because it was the last night, but then we all went to Mi Toro afterwards, and it was good. And I got chicken cheesy rice, and it wasn't that incredible, but I kind of missed my French fries in the moment. But and then Monday happened. I came back here Monday morning to work on school stuff, and then I didn't work on school stuff that much. But then, I had some stuff that was like bothering me, and I was like stressed out. But then work was great. I was just sitting there, and one of the other dudes I work with was just in the room that we sit in, and I was like, "Huh, what are you doing here?" He was like, "I couldn't do schoolwork in my apartment. I could not focus, so I just came here." And I was like, "That's fair. I will probably do the same thing, because it's just a quiet room. Like nothing goes on in there." But so that was cool. I got to talk to him some, and then he left pretty shortly after I got there. And then after 30 minutes after he left, I started working on schoolwork. Got to, talk to friends, some.
Sorry, I was using
do schoolwork. I got most of it finished. It was nice, and then I came back here. And I can't remember, but I think I went straight to sleep after I got back. What are you looking at?
I was looking at all that book.
That was Monday, and then Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday was Tuesday.
We watched a good movie and film. So
we watched a good movie and film.
A very good movie. I really enjoyed it.
It was probably like mid to high 80s.
Yeah.
It
could be a 90s for me. I don't think it is, but potentially I wouldn't be shocked.
There was too much
if it was a low 90s.
focus on the non-main characters. Like they were so fun to watch. I wanted more of them. It made sense for the story.
That's kind of most Pulp Fiction. Also, it's like multiple stories that intertwine together.
I did like the chapter aspect
that's
of it.
what,
how I was doing like chapters.
And that's what that one was.
I really liked how there was like two different plots to blow up the theater.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, how are they going to find out? Like, one of these parties could survive, but neither.
But Tarantino movies, they're like so interesting. Like the way he blocks them, I guess.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction's one of the best movies I've ever watched in my life. It's so good.
I still haven't seen it. It was the Up Next movie on the thing.
It was.
I was really not happy about yesterday though, because I don't know. I've got to the point on Tuesdays where when I wake up and I'm like tired getting out of bed, I'm like, oh wait, I don't get any break, and I'll be on campus from 8 to 6 for however many hours that is, and it's just like, oh my goodness, please.
What's 4 plus 6?
It's 10 hours.
Thank you.
And then we've also been watching movies on Tuesday night, so I was like, I'm not even going to get to do anything today.
We chose not. I felt like crap.
We thankfully chose not to watch a movie. I couldn't have.
The only reason I chose not to watch it is that there's not a movie coming out that I want to see until May 5th. So I still have 2 more Tuesdays to go and see Air, which is the only other movie I want to see right now. So I was just like, no, I don't feel like it this week. I'll go some other time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I got the Overwatch 2 Season 4 came out yesterday, so I got to go play a few games of that. Tried out the new hero. He's a lot of fun. I haven't got to play him yet in an actual game. I played him in an arcade game mode that they made for him, and then in the training grounds. But I didn't get to play an actual game with him because the queues were kind of long for support, so I didn't play. I just all queued and it never gave me support, so I never got to try him out. But I'll obviously get to play him at some point, so I'm not really upset about that. So, you know.
Okay.
But I was excited to play, and then y'all wanted to play Jackbox, so I was like, I'll play some Jackbox.
That's fun.
And then when we finished Jackbox, my Connor, actually from film, he messaged me in Discord and was like, hop on. And most of Andy's roommates were getting on too, so I went and played a few games with them. But then there was 6 of us in the Discord, and it's a 5v5 game, and I was like, all right guys, I gotta go to sleep. I'll let y'all have your fun. So I got off. It was like 11:30 when I got off. I only played a few games with them, but I went out. I sat on the porch and looked at the stars for a little while because I usually do that every night. Yeah, I did that, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke up. I walked in here with my chair, and then at 6:29, I realized I didn't have my bang, so I ran into the kitchen and got my bang out of the fridge.
So funny.
Remember when that happened?
I do. And then you were like, it's Caleb A.M. and Tom. Actually, what you said was, it's the Baba Yaga time. And
I said,
yeah.
I said, and then I looked at him and I said, are you the Baba Yaga? And he went, yeah. And then shot me 47 times in the head. I love it when John Wick kills somebody and then he double taps him by shooting him in the head.
Dude, I
really love it when he uses like 3 bullets after shooting them in the head. I don't think they're getting back up, John.
Dude, I'm so worried that that's going to be the best movie of the year, which that wouldn't be a bad thing. It's just that it's so early in the year and there's so many movies I have high expectations for. And like coming into the year, I wasn't even going to go see John Wick 4. But like, you know.
Are you glad you saw it?
Oh, I'm very glad I saw it. It was a freaking amazing movie. It's just that
I think at this
it worries
point,
me because like I really want Guardians.
The only 2 movies I think that have a possibility of beating it are Oppenheimer and Guardians 3, and I don't think Guardians 3 is going to be
I don't think
that
it will
good.
either. I think it's going to be good.
When I say that good, I don't think it's going to be a 94, which is what I gave John Wick.
I feel like I'm going
I think it'll
to.
be in the 80s.
I feel like I'm going to eventually start out giving Guardians a whatever, just because I'm going to be so emotionally impacted by it. But then I'm going to drop it in the future, just because when I realize this was that and that. But
I definitely think Guardians will hopefully be high 80s, low 90s, but I think it'll probably end up being in like the low 80s, high 70s.
Right.
If Marvel's track record. But like, James Gunn doesn't mess stuff up that often.
That's true. So
I'm hopeful because it's James Gunn. If it was anybody but James Gunn making this movie, I'd honestly consider not even seeing it.
I think that Guardians 3 might be better. I think Spider-Verse could be better.
I forgot about Spider-Verse.
I think Oppenheimer could be better, and I think Roosevelt could be better. But
like, Oppenheimer's just the movie that it seems like there's like no way it's not a masterpiece. Like, it looks like it's just going to be
Christopher Nolan with one of the best casting lineups I've seen.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is making his return to the big screen. Florence Pugh, Matt Damon, Josh Peck even. That's...
It has that one dude that's like British. Maybe he's probably from Peaky Blinders.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, him.
He played Scarecrow in Batman.
Yeah.
So
he was in 28 Days Later.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He's a really good actor.
He's incredible in Peaky Blinders.
But
it's a great show.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I would be like very disappointed if that movie's not like a masterpiece. Like, honestly, if that movie's even low 90s, I'll be like, are you serious?
And that's the thing. Even like with those movies, it's like they're either like masterpieces or they're so disappointing because they're supposed to be masterpieces and they're not. Like,
it just feels like even if you don't have expectations for the movie, it's just like, I don't know.
I love how the trailer like is literally counting down until like to the millisecond when this movie comes out. Like, it's so cool. Yeah,
it is a sick looking movie, and I will be very sad if it's not an incredible. Like, I don't know. I feel like it just needs to win everything, but I'm scared that it won't.
Yeah.
But I don't think Across the Spider-Verse will beat John Wick.
I don't think it will either, but I think it potentially could. And Roosevelt's a Scorsese movie with Leo DiCaprio, so I have high expectations for it.
Yeah.
But he does have like not bad, but not like great movies with Leonardo DiCaprio. But if he makes anything close to The Departed, then sadly it will have to end up beating John Wick. But I think that
Yeah, I don't know really what else is coming out this year. So.
a lot, but nothing that I think is going to beat John Wick.
Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out.
Oh man, sorry,
John.
John.
I'm really hopeful that movie doesn't suck.
No.
I know it's lame, but like I appreciate. I don't like go out and like tell people that I like the games, but I appreciate the lore that one man built. It's really impressive. So it's not really his games anymore, but technically, I'm sure he still makes money off of it.
Have you seen the thing where like Christopher Nolan wanted like all the explosions in Oppenheimer to be real? Okay, well he wanted like all the explosions to be real explosions. He didn't want to have like CGI or anything in it. And like there's this meme of like that article, and then like one of those like faces, and then there's a picture from like Hiroshima where it's just like the cloud of smoke, and dude, it's so funny. But yeah, I don't know like where the movie is even going to end.
Them all to be real explosions, and they're making a nuclear movie.
I know. It's like,
all right, guys, we need to pick a deserted island. We're blowing it up.
It's technically atomic, but
atomic, yeah. You know what? Should I just leave?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
The sun's shining in from our second window. I'm so glad that we have two windows.
He's such a cool like historical dude because he had to like secretly. It was called like the Manhattan Project. I'm pretty sure he had to like secretly invent this thing on a very strict time crunch, and then he like felt horrible about himself because of what he did. But like the U.S. military made him do it, so
yeah,
it's cool. It's cool.
It is a cool story.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for it. And then your movie list is on your phone, or I'd say we look at it, see if anything else had potential.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Kind of a quicker episode, but I mean...
You don't have to be done.
We don't have to, but... I don't want to sit here in silence.
We're not going to sit here in silence.
Okay.
I was trying to think of other movies. We didn't have to complain about film this week.
That's true.
Because even the viewing guide was optional.
Yeah.
That made me really happy. I didn't even try.
Did you do something on it?
Did you?
No. When you said don't even try, I thought maybe like you went in there and just like...
No, I didn't. I couldn't even put that type of effort in. Couldn't try at all. Yeah, right now, John Wick 4 is kind of winning by a landslide.
It was close to...
The Demon Slayer movie, I'm not counting.
It was close to Jesus Revolution. But not, like, Jesus Revolution was at 88, John Wick was at 94, so that's 6 points.
That's what I'm saying, like, Mario movie's in third place with an 86, not counting the Demon Slayer movie because that would be unfair and biased, but it's literally the TV show, 3 episodes put into the big screen. Like, it literally had the credits and the opening songs of the episodes. Like, it was literally 3 episodes of the show on a big screen. It just felt like I had a bunch of friends watching the show with me on a big TV. But the only other movie that's close to John Wick right now is Scream 6 with a 92. But like even that, it feels like it's like way below John Wick's 94. Like I'm thinking I might move John Wick up to a 95, but I don't think I will. It's gonna be tough to beat it, and I wouldn't be upset if John Wick was my number 1 movie.
I would be upset because there were movies I just had higher expectations for coming in, but like
I knew it was coming out.
So
I didn't plan on seeing it, but I had always wanted to watch 2 and 3. I had seen John Wick 1. I wanted to watch 2 and 3, but I never got around to it. And this gave me the perfect chance to do it. They were incredible,
great movies.
And then I was like, and now we get to see the 4th one, and it was the best one.
Yep,
easily. Like
so good. But
so I wouldn't be upset. I am expecting Oppenheimer.
It's just early in the year, you know, and I just want to like, I don't want to like be me and Evan doing our end of the year talk and me looking back like, yeah, but John Wick was it, man. That was so.
I think the Marvels will be up there.
I still haven't watched the trailer.
It's not good.
That's what
it
I've
doesn't
heard.
Look bad. It's just like
I have not like high expectations for it. It's the Marvels, but I don't think it's going to be horrible.
I'm expecting it to be better than
the first Captain Marvel. Other than Captain Marvel's character, I really liked. Talos was cool. Nick Fury was cool.
Yeah.
I like the story.
I like the twist of them not being the villains.
Which no one expected, just because the Skrulls have always been the villains. And then, so I really liked Captain Marvel. I liked Monica Rambeau's character, and the show she was in was bad. WandaVision, but I thought I liked her character. Like
she was cool. She wasn't the best of the humans.
Yeah,
Jimmy was.
Jimmy obviously was. But
I love Jimmy.
Jimmy Woo. I mean,
but I liked her.
I liked her, and
when she got powers, I was like waiting for her to come back.
Yeah, and then Miss Marvel was like so much better than I thought it would be. I thought that show was gonna suck to high heavens, but I still haven't
seen Miss Marvel. But after watching this trailer, I don't want to watch it anymore. Like if she's anywhere near as like cringe as she was in the trailer, like I don't know, it was.
I haven't watched the trailer yet. There are some moments in the show where she is cringe, but it's nothing that I could handle.
The way they did it, I'm sure they explain it some at the end of it, or maybe they don't. She can like, the way she trades places with Captain Marvel.
They showed that it was like an end credit scene where like her and Miss Marvel switched places, but you didn't know if it was like an accident or if it was like you didn't know what happened.
I thought the way it worked was like she like Shazam type of stuff. Like she just turned into Captain Marvel, but they trade places.
We didn't know what it was because it was like her thing that she wears on her wrist was like shaking, and she went and picked it up, and then like she disappeared, and Miss Marvel popped in, and so you didn't really know what it was like.
I assumed it was Shazam stuff, but it wasn't. So that was cool. They do explain that in the trailer. Like, they're like, I think whatever the First Lady's name is and Captain Marvel are like in space.
Monica?
Yeah, Monica. But that wouldn't make sense because I think they trade places, and then Kamala Khan's in there, and she's like Nick Fury. She's like in like a space suit, and then she sees Nick Fury, and then she goes, "Is this an Avengers test?" And I was like, "Ugh."
She is a superhero fanatic, so that's like part of her background. But no, one of the coolest characters in Marvel is this guy named Bruno, who is in the Miss Marvel show, because he's just so down bad for her. And he's like this super smart dude. He's like his hero is Tony Stark, so he wants to go to MIT and be this big engineer type of guy. Mm-hmm. But he's not an Iron Man fan, he's a Tony Stark fan, which I think is cool.
I like that.
But he's like so down bad for her, and she just like continually breaks his heart.
Dang, she's evil.
And like it makes me happy because like Bruno leaves at the end of the show to go to school, and I'm like, you do you. Bruno.
I liked her character from the clips I saw.
Her character's cool. Like there are some cringy.
The animation's bad though.
She's a high school girl. Like every high school girl has cringy moments when it comes to like, oh, this boy's so cute. Oh, I like him so much, especially in TV shows. You know what I mean? But she had some cool moments as well, and I like her character. The show was really cool. Like,
I want to watch the show. I just also those like shows where the episodes are 50 minutes to an hour. If I don't watch them weekly, I have a very hard time going back and watching them. What? The exception to that is Breaking Bad, which I still haven't finished because I started rewatching Love Is War, and now I'm almost done with Love Is War.
And we gotta watch New Girl.
That show's so good. It might bump up to number 2 on my list, honestly. Wait, is it number 4 right now? There's no way.
I don't know where you had it.
It's number 4. The Office is above it at number 3. Or no, The Office is number 2. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch that video, honestly. It might bump up to... No, I can't kick The Office out of top 3.
Sure.
That wouldn't be fair.
It's fair.
You feel me?
I feel you.
But also...
My top 10 shows hasn't really changed, I don't think, since it came out.
Mine hasn't changed yet, but I will say, unless Mandalorian has like the best finale ever and redeems the season, Mandalorian will drop out, and then like I don't know, Dr. Stone will jump up.
I watched the first episode of Narcos, and it was good. And if it keeps going like it's like the first episode did, I'm gonna be like, that might be something I can put in the top 10 list, but for now, it's not.
Mm-hmm. I do want to watch more of those just like super famous TV shows that I didn't get to watch when I was a kid, because most of them are pretty like non-kid friendly. Like I've never watched The Walking Dead, but The Walking Dead's too long.
I watched some episodes. I didn't like it.
I don't think I'd like it, and it's too long.
One of those.
I'm not a fan of stuff where like any character can die off at any moment.
one of those really cool shows. I'm pretty sure it's got the cop from Breaking Bad in it. The brother-in-law.
Hank?
Yeah. It definitely does. But
He was in
Under
The
the
Hustle.
yeah, he was. I remember that. He was a country guy.
He was dumb.
Yeah, he was. But
Because I don't care how rich you are, if you give somebody like a 1 million carat diamond ring, like just because you're scared of her, why would you not take
Give
the
the
ring
ring
back?
back.
Like she literally said, "What about the ring?" And he was like, "You can have it." What?
but he's in it. It's called Under the Dome. It's one of
Bye,
those.
JJ.
It's one of those super famous TV shows,
Uh-huh.
and it's really really good.
I want to watch The Wire. After seeing that it's
I
on
have an interest
everybody's
in it.
top 10.
I want to watch.
I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's on like every top 10 TV shows
Yeah.
list.
There
It's
was
the
ano-
only thing that ever competes with Breaking Bad.
There was another show that was maybe The Wire is that show, and I forgot the name. But
You asked me about The Wire.
okay, then yeah, it's The Wire. I want to see that too because I'm curious. I
I just-
want
I
to
don't know
watch
what it's about.
Sopranos, but it's also just so long. But everyone loves The Sopranos, and I
And
like.
also, I had
and
it
love
spoiled for
organized
me
crime.
in
The Sopranos.
in
Oh.
in She-Hulk.
I don't
Like,
even remember what they said.
I don't remember it either. I was just
Yeah,
I know how
sure.
much you like talking about She-Hulk, so I was referencing it.
Anyway, but yeah, like I'm so looking like I so want to watch it because organized crime is like cool to me, especially in TV and movies, but not in real life. But
Man, I love it, especially when it's fake.
there was two criminology classes I really wanted to take. One of them was white collar crime, which is like organized crime, and then there's one that was like power and control, which is kind of the same thing. And there was a class that had it, but it was at the same time as another class I was taking, not Old Testament, but and I would have had to get rid of that class. I was like, I have this perfect time slot right here. Can there please be a class I want to take that I can put right here, and I can have 18 hours, and if I don't think I can handle the 18 hours or just don't like the class, I can drop it, no problem. But nothing fit. I was gonna have to take motivation out or health psychology out. I didn't want to take those
They
out.
need to start making the schedules around me and you.
I know, dude.
Like, do they know that we do Caleb
I
Bam
don't think-
for them?
I don't think it's just me and you because there's so many classes that I need that I can't take because they're the only time they're scheduled is the same time as other classes.
Yeah,
I
they should
need.
stop letting the professors choose the hours because I think they do.
Like that. Like I'm like, come on, man. Like
Half the classes are like between the 11 and 12:30 range.
I understand if it's like a grad student teaching the class because they have like other classes they're taking, so I get it's
Yeah.
got to work around their schedules. But like,
Like if
there's other
if the
classes
professor
that
is
aren't
teaching
12
multiple
o'clock.
classes, you should require an 8 a.m. or 2.
I mean,
An 8 a.m. or a 9 a.m. or a
Oh,
10 a.m.
man.
or something.
if I was
Because some of us like getting our classes out of the way, but because half the classes I wanted to take, the only times they were available were at 2.
I know. It makes me so mad.
I get it out at 3:15 every day but Friday.
Same. And it makes me mad.
Well, at least we'll be there together.
Yeah.
Which means we can ride the campus together.
If I was a professor, I'd love to teach 8 a.m. because that means I can go get some coffee and just get my day started, you know? Like,
I would love to be a professor.
I'd love to be a professor too, but I just don't want to get my doctorate anymore.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think I could, it's just I've already been in school for 2.5 years, or no, 2 years, and I got 2 more. I have 1.5 until I get my bachelor's, but I just really don't want to spend 4 to 5 more years in school. So
That's fair. I'm going to seminary, so that's the plan anyways.
that's good. Seminary is about 4 years too, right?
Let's see. Isaac graduates this year, I think. I don't think it's
3?
3.
Okay.
It's 2 to 4, somewhere in that range. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to seminary or not yet, just because I haven't like felt called to it, and I don't want to go train to
That's
lead
fair.
people if I haven't felt called to it.
That's just my plan right now.
Yeah.
If there's like a job opening or something when I'm
Sure.
like when I get into my senior year.
That's how I feel. Like the intern. Oh, I got an internship. That happened this week. But one of the main things, like asked him about my internship, which, so when I interviewed my second interview for Aruza, the pest control company, I asked like, is there potential growth or like job opportunity with this company in the future? because to me that's kind of like an important thing. Like it doesn't have to be, but like I'd like to know I'm working someplace where they're looking and checking to see like would this person potentially be a good hire for us in the future. And he acted like that was such a dumb question. He was like, I mean, let's just kind of take it one day at a time and don't worry about that right now. And I was like, you know, no one really ever gets hired as interns here. It's like, okay, cool. But that dude was kind of a jerk compared to the first guy. I love the first dude I interviewed with. We hit it off so quick. It was so fun. But I didn't take the job anyways. But then...
That's true. You didn't.
This one, it's on campus.
I'll be working
get
on
to work
campus.
this summer on campus with... I hope I get to be close to you at least.
My AV studio is like in the Union, right outside where y'all are, but I probably won't be in there very much. I don't know.
You'll be in Buttersworth for sure, because that's where they do the skit.
I'll have to set up the orientation room and then sit in Buttersworth probably. But there will also be 3 other people with me, so I don't think I'll have to work every day.
I don't know how our schedule works, because like I don't think we're tabling the whole time. I mean, there's people doing stuff. We might be tabling at like the event, like, you know, the fair thing that you go to afterwards. That might be where I don't know how it works. Anyways, when I asked them that question, they were like very happy about the fact that they hire from within a lot, and that like the company that like does our dining is called Anmark, and they do it for like a lot of universities, and they basically said like, we've had interns go like all over the country. Like anywhere you want to work with this company, you're probably going to get to work with this company because they like do it for like so many universities. They said if you do like a good job in the interview, if you suck, then like obviously they won't hire you. And then they said also like it also looks very good on your resume because you have all these tangible numbers you can put on it. Like they said they have someone who like is a marketing director for iHeartRadio, which I'm like, oh, that's sick. But so it made me very happy. So like
if you plan on doing that, let me know and I'll apply to be an intern there next summer.
Nice.
So we'll both move up, and you'll be the CEO, and I'll be the CFO.
So like
then we'll kill.
So if I do very good in this internship, and I do it again next summer, and I have like good numbers and stuff, and I get like a job offer, and I work at a university, like because that'd be so cool to me. Then
as somebody that works at a university, it's pretty cool.
I would probably take that job. Assuming the money was decent at least, but...
Yeah, it feels really cool to be like walking around the Union and then just walk into a staff-only room.
Yeah.
I always turn around and go, suck it! And then I'm like, guys, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. No! Please forgive me.
It'd just be so cool to like have an office on a campus. Like, that's why, like, I want to be a professor so I have office hours.
Dude.
Honestly.
Every time a professor mentions office hours, I'm like, man, it'd be so cool to just be sitting in my office and then a student walks in like very nervous to talk to me, and then I get to be the chill professor.
And I get to be, you should be nervous.
This is not a game. This is your livelihood.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that I'm teaching a class that has no importance to you, but you're going to hate me.
And then I thought about getting my master's and being a lecturer like my biological psychology professor, who that's what she did, but you don't get a TA, so you like do everything, and you also don't get office hours. Or you don't get an office. She still has office hours where like
WebEx.
She says she'll meet through WebEx, or she's on campus in between classes at this time, and she'll meet with you somewhere. But I'm like, you don't get an office? Oh, that sucks. No. But so
I like how
I wouldn't.
What are they called?
I mean, I'll still do that because you're still working on a university and you get to teach. But
what are those like student-led teacher thingies called? Like the study session things?
What are they called? I don't know. I never went to one. SI.
Supplemental instruction. I haven't heard anything about those this semester, which is kind of funny. I mean, I guess I'm not really taking any classes that would need SI. Well, I mean, SI could always be needed, but none of my classes are like major enough where they would get an SI session. But I guess psych stats honestly could have one.
They could.
But oh, that's what I didn't get to talk about. I'll mention that in a second. But no, being an SI leader would be so weird, I think, because they get office hours and they have they have a room in Old Main. Like, there's no way anybody ever goes to their office hours.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
Why would you? I mean,
Hey, if you had a crush on your
I had an SI leader that was kind of cute last semester. I was like, I'm gonna go to her office hours, and then obviously I didn't. Like, why would I do that? That's weird.
Walk in with a flower. You know, love will really make a guy come out of his
And then the flower starts biting at her, and then I throw it on the ground and start. And then I love how he kept giving his speech as he was stomping the flower. But
sit, jam with me. Do.
Yeah,
that was so cool.
That would have been really dumb. But probably one of the worst parts of my week was a couple weeks ago. I took my exam 3 in psych stats, and
I just watched us stomping the ground.
I want to watch it.
Let's do. Oh wait, let's do it again.
Crap! Why did my keyboard?
Love really makes a guy. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we just do it again. Love really makes a guy come out of his shell. Okay.
I can't wait to watch that.
That was so funny.
I forgot to throw the flower down.
Love
Love really makes a guy come out of his shell. But no, so last night while we were playing,
I just watched it for the first time, so we should be doing it again soon.
I'm about to. Oh yeah, and you're telling me right now to do it. But no, I'll keep talking. While we were playing Jackbox last night, my exam 3 grade finally got posted that I took like.
We're gonna do it a third time. Good.
I can't wait to watch it again. That really makes the guy come out of his shell.
That's so fun.
So it finally got posted. We took the exam a couple weeks ago, and I thought I'd nailed that exam. Like, I thought I knocked it out of the park. I had 5 bonus points. I thought that I had like 4.74 bonus points. I thought that I made a 105 on it. I was so happy. And then the grade came back, and I didn't do bad at all, but it was my lowest exam grade in the class. And I don't think I've ever felt more disappointed about an exam. And I've like failed exams. Like, I've
been there. I know.
Like, I thought I made a high A and I made a super high B. I was like, what the heck? Which also really sucks because I'm not confident about the exam I have in that class today, and I was like, really, I was really hopeful to have a bunch of super good exam grades to be able to make like a C on this one, but I don't think I can afford that anymore, so whatever. After my first exam, I'm just gonna study my bootay off. Bootay.
I just thought about this. If somebody started watching the stream and saw the living pictures comment out of context, would they think someone's describing us as living pictures?
Somebody's really dumb. Hey, that's my mom.
It just hit me like
living pictures.
Like, we know what that is, but like if they didn't and just like watched the stream and saw living pictures, they would think this is like something super deep or something, and it's really not.
I think they just think that somebody has never seen a human before, and they saw, whoa,
the picture. It's the talkies.
Look, it's my fingers. Oh no, now everybody knows that I bit my nails this week. I'm sorry guys, I've been nervous. I've been doing a good job not biting my nails.
Nice.
But I did bite them this week. But, yeah, living picture. Oh, that's pretty good, Caleb.
Can you check the runtime on The Mandalorian for me?
I'm not going to be able to watch it.
I would still like to know the runtime.
Let me look it up.
Just because I'm curious.
I'm going to study before.
Is it 2 hours? Is it...
I don't know how long it is. Mandalorian, season 3, episodes 7, runtime. I said runny time, 47 minutes without end credits. Is there an end credits episode?
Sounds like there is.
Huh. The extra runtime allows this installment of The Mandalorian to breathe. You don't have time to breathe. You are out of time.
Yeah.
This is the episode before the finale. You're out of time.
And y'all are canceling the show. There's not another... I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they're canceling the show. They've, like, lost the narrative is how they put it. And, like, they don't know, like, where to go. And they feel like they've lost the story. Like, good. Don't keep the show going. And make it worse when you had two nearly perfect seasons, but I don't know. If you
Both of the first seasons were like close 100s for me.
Yeah.
Like I loved them, and then this one's in like the 60s right now. It's really depressing.
I know.
It's like I
Ahsoka
don't know. There's
was
just
good,
nothing happening.
but I'm excited for Ahsoka at least.
I am too, except it's like a direct continuation of Rebels.
I still need to watch.
Hate Rebels.
But no, but they had the lady from Andor in it, so it makes me think those stories are going to be tied together.
I don't know who the lady from Andor is.
She was, I can point her out to you in the trailer. She was in it like twice, and she was a hologram at one point. But Andor's so good. But anyways,
I need to finish Andor.
we need to watch.
There's been a lot of
We need
shit
to watch
lately.
Visions before season 2 comes out. That's the Star Wars anime. That's apparently really good.
Some of them are good. I saw a couple of them.
I need to watch it.
Did you see any of them?
No.
The first one is sick. It's like samurai themed.
That's
it is
cool.
so cool. Like,
Season
There's
2
also
comes out.
no color in it except for the lightsabers.
That's sick.
It is an extremely well made episode. Andy said it's called like the Ninth Jedi or something. He said that one was the best one. I never watched it. He also said that some of them were atrociously bad though. Like there's one about like a band, and he said it was one of the worst things he's ever seen Star Wars related. So
That's
Vision.
tough to do.
Did you see the trailers for Visions?
I just saw
For
that.
Visions 2?
I just saw that's coming out.
Some of them look incredible, and then there are two that are like claymation looking. One of them does not look good.
I love claymation. Not really.
One of them is awful looking, like atrociously bad, like horrible. I was like, they need to give Annie Plex. I want to see Demon Slayer
Annie
Star
Plex.
Wars. That's what I want to see.
I want to see Millionaire Detective season 2.
It's never gonna
I
happen.
know.
You know what? One day
I'm
when
just
we're big
joking.
enough, we will fund Millionaire Detective
It's the
season
Millionaire
2.
Detective.
That show that we both gave like 60s.
It's the Millionaire Detective season 2. Millionaire. I love that.
Welcome, my friends.
That was a good
Let's
song.
get to work. Everybody's here. Yeah, I might listen to it now.
The theme song was good too.
Yeah, but the theme song's not on Apple Music, so.
But you know what it is? You know what it is?
The Caleb AM theme song?
No.
Caleb AM! Caleb AM! It's the morning time with Caleb Ladd and Caleb Griffin.
Yeah.
Is that good?
So, I don't know why your face reminded me of like Phineas and Ferb character. I just don't remember which one where they're like. I think it's Baljeet maybe, where he's just
I
like
could see some Baljeetness.
I don't know. Maybe it's
Ooh, I
Phineas.
just slapped you. Colton never got on today. You're gonna have to have a talk with him about that.
We'll get rid of him. Not really.
We're not assassins. Yeah, we can call it.
All right. Well,
I think I'm gonna go take a shower before class and then study.
I think I'm also gonna take a shower and then get started on my day. But I have a schedule today.
Really?
So, yeah, I got a lot of things I gotta do.
I have 2 exams and that's all I care about today.
I have
Like once I finish those, brain's gone. I'm insanely stressed about them. You feel me?
Yeah, sure.
But then when I finish the second one and I'm expecting that stress to dissipate, it's still gonna be there. And I'm gonna go look at my assignments and I'm gonna be like, oh wait, there was something else to do today. But I'm not gonna look until after I take that exam.
I have one exam, and
I kind of want to start on that film exam, but I know I'm not going to.
on my schedule I do have a essay prep for it. So I don't plan on starting on it. I plan on doing the essay or starting on the essay and prepping for it. I don't know which one I'm gonna do because
I haven't read the questions.
the first one is about cabaret and I'm not doing. The second one is about a musical, but you can pick.
Oh, if it's about a musical that I can pick, I'm writing an essay about The Greatest Showman.
Well, I mean, like that we watched.
oh my god!
Cabaret.
So I'm writing a.
But there is one where you can compare one of the ones we watched in class to a more modern one, but you have to get her approval for it. So if you wanted to write about The Greatest Showman, then you could do that.
I guess.
But and then there's
What does
one.
you mean pick a musical we've watched? We've only watched 2.
Well, yeah, right. But who's gonna pick Cabaret?
Dude, in our like free writing for that, I didn't write anything. Like the paragraph was like, I hate this movie. This movie made my ears bleed. I couldn't stand watching this movie. And then she said, like, describe the sounds and visuals. I said, there are sounds and visuals. That was the extent of describing I did. I was like, this movie ruined my day. I couldn't stand watching this. I like how the character isn't singing. The old guy doesn't sing. This movie sucked. I didn't like this movie. The kid singing was a Nazi. Like, I didn't like that movie.
I didn't either, but that's okay. But the other props about documentary filmmaking, so
Grizzly Man style
or Nanook style, whichever one. I'm either gonna do either do the first or do about Singing in the Rain, because that was my favorite that we've watched that's my favorite we watched out of this
grouping.
Yeah.
Is Psycho involved in this one at all? I don't think so.
No.
I like Psycho a little bit more than Singing in the Rain.
I do too, but it's not in this grouping, so it doesn't count. But
yeah.
Exam 1 was so bad that I just don't even want to do this one. But
And Exam 1, the worst part about it was, like, I thought I was going to make a 100 on it because obviously, and then she was just taking off points for the dumbest stuff. Like, I don't think I even told you about this. On my definition of a long take, I pretty much said what she said in class. Because in class she mentioned how sometimes directors will, like, have hidden cuts to make it seem longer than it is. Mm-hmm. And so I said that. I gave the definition of a long take, and then in, like, parentheses I said, sometimes directors will hide hidden cuts to make a long take seem longer. And then she made an annotation that said, well, then it wouldn't be a long take, -2. I was like, what?
That's dumb. I
said it in parentheses. I said sometimes directors hide cuts to make it seem longer. Seem longer. Not make it longer, make it seem longer.
It'd be funny if there was no such thing as a long take and all long takes were hidden cuts.
I'm angry about that.
We could do a long take with hidden cuts in our...
Yeah, that's what we should do. And she would say, nice long take. And I'd say,
there was hidden cuts.
I thought it wasn't a long take.
Anyways.
Got him.
That
definitely made me upset. And then my grade went from a 105 to a 95.
Dang.
What? I made a B on the test. I mean, I guess it makes sense since, like...
I still have a 93.
Since my grade was above a 100, like, no matter what I made on the test, it was going to go down. So it kind of makes sense, but it was just, like, demoralizing to see my grade drop, especially since it took her 2 months to grade that thing.
Dude, I know.
I don't think, like, there's no way she grades this exam.
And she graded them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't, like, grade some here and some there and, like, just space it out and then post them all at the same time. Like, she put all my annotations, she was grading it, and I was getting notifications that she was annotating
my
essay.
She could have been doing it.
And then next thing I know, Colton's texting me, dude, she's doing mine now.
And then she did mine. And there's no way that she just did ours in a day. Like, just us three. Yeah. That wouldn't make sense. It would be unlikely. I mean, I guess we did kind of submit them around the same time, but still, I think that would be unlikely. She also didn't take that long on any of ours. Like, it took like 30 minutes to do mine.
So why did she wait 2 months to friggin' grade it? Anyways, well, we're gonna stop here before.
Sorry, the last thing we talked about was a complaint.
It's okay.
But I'm Caleb Ladd.
I'm Caleb Griffin.
And I love y'all.
Oh, we love you guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Post notifications on.
Post notifications
on. Like and comment.
Got some big videos coming out. Huge.
We have so many Caleb PM videos we need to make.
Dude, I know.
Like John Wick.
I know.
Just haven't done anything for John Wick.
I know.
That movie needs some more recognition from us.
I know.
It'll get talked about at the end of the year at least. When it's both of our #1 movies.
No.
But
it's okay.
Did we say our names?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Because I did it dramatically.